It began with the sound of an email notification at exactly told am the kind of sound that should be harmless. But in the silence of a sleepless night it felt like a death knell, and when I check it the subject line froze my veins. Do you want to see the library of faces with no sender, no ed?
Res, just emptiness. And against every rational thought, I clicked the link which opened her without my permission and pulled me into a site so strange that even my antivirus refused to respond to black background with a single message. Every face has a story, every story has a price. I thought it was some creepy art. But then the screen glitched into a grid of thousands of live thumbnails, each showing a random person's webcam feed, sleeping, eating, scrolling their funny ordinary people who didn't know they were being watched, and among those faces I saw myself sitting in my dark rooms.
Tearing into the very laptop screen, I was holding the feed slightly delayed. Like a haunting echo in my stomach lurched as text appeared beneath my own thumbnail viewers. To make your request before I could move, the cursor started moving on its own, clicking into other faces, opening profiles. With terrifying details, names, addresses, fears written like diary entries, and with every click I realized this wasn't pre-recorded, this was real live surveillance from hacked cameras around the world, each face tagged with notes like sleeps at home or terrified of drowning, and then a knee.
Tab opened by itself, labeled Special Collection. Where the feeds weren't ordinary, they were people bound, gagged, screaming, trapped in rooms with peeling paint, some banging on doors, some whispering into cameras as if begging whoever watched to help them, and the chat beside the feed was alive, with users placing bets, offering money, voting for what should happen next as if lives were chess pieces. And then my feed enlarged again, my own terrified face dominating the screen, and the message below changed: you are now part of the collection. The camera light on my laptop flickered on even. Though I had taken it in from the speakers, a distorted voice hissed, "Choose your story, or we will choose for you." And suddenly a man popped up with 3 horrific options: the fire room, the drowning tank, the mirror maze, each sounding like a personalized nightmare. And with my shaking,
and I clicked mirror maze because I thought maybe it was the least painful, but instantly the screen dissolved into static before showing me live footage of a hallway lined with infinite mirrors, and in each reflection I didn't see myself, but countless versions of me mutilated in different ways.
Burned, drowned, blinded, skinned, all staring back with accusing eyes, and one by one they pressed their hands against the glass until cracks formed as though they were trying to break through into my world. And then the voice whispered again, "They are coming," and before I could even scream, the
mirror on the wall beside my desk began to ripple like liquid, a hand pushing through from the other side identical to mine, but blood-soaked, reaching for my throat. And the last thing I remember before blacking out was my laptop screen displaying the words, "You watched. Now they watch you." When I woke up, the mirror was shattered, the floor littered with glass, but every shard reflected not my face, but the mutilated versions I had seen, only moving when I didn't, smiling when I wasn't, and even now as I tipped this, the reflections grin wider, waiting for the moment.
I stopped waiting for the moment they can finally step out. So if you're hearing this story, pray you never get the email, pray you never click the link, and whatever you done, look into your mirror tonight, because maybe it's already too late, and before the next reflection crawls into your room.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay with me for the next tale from the dark side.